Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. Today I'm going to share with you the 10 things that I use for my synthetic wigs and hair pieces, from accessories to wig care to styling. These are the things that I use to wear them and care for them. Now granted, this is just what I do. There might be some wig professionals that are like, no, but this is just what I do. I wear synthetic wigs, really synthetic 3/4 wigs, basically a hairpiece, 6 days a week, and I can make one last for a long time. And they go through a lot. My hair pieces go through a lot. I don't just simply wear them. I'm a magician's assistant, so I get put into boxes, and I have to wear hoods and hats and costume changes, and they're near heat because I'm near fire, and they go through so much. So these are the things that I have found help, and they're just different things to style them, different things to care for them. And so these are my 10 essential tools for wig care and wear. So let's get started. So tool number 1, irons, like straightening irons, curling irons. And basically, some wigs are going to be marketed as heat safe up to a certain amount of degrees. A lot of the ones I buy are not. So although I say that, like a curling iron, or of different sizes, I've got a big barrel one too, and this is my small barrel. Even though I say you need them, sometimes that's just to style your own hair around a hairpiece. That way, like if I have a really curly wig, I can get some little spiral curls from my own hair to kind of blend in with the wig. Now, I've got some wigs that you can use heat styling tools, but a lot of them I can't. So generally speaking, you don't want to use the hot tools on your wig unless it specifically says that you can. If it doesn't say you can, you probably can't. So that's a good tip too. But yeah, for different styles of wigs, you'll want like a large barrel curling iron, some small barrel curling irons. That way you can get, especially like I said, if it's a hairpiece, you can get the texture of your hair to kind of match the texture of the wig. So that's essential tool number 1. Tool number 2 is hot rollers. Now, even if a wig can't be heat styled, you can, in fact, use hot rollers. By hot rollers, I mean, just a kit. Mine are a mess. They're very, very, very well loved. I've had them for years. Is hot rollers. So basically, like if I have a wavy wig, like one that doesn't have like spiral curls, I can basically wash my wig, let it dry, and then set it in these hot rollers, and the heat is gentle enough, it's not gonna melt the wig. It's just gonna help kind of set the wig. So you can use hot rollers even on a wig that says you can't heat style it, because it is such a gentle heat. So hot tools, no, unless it says. So hot rollers are a great way to style a wig that isn't technically heat safe. Specifically wavy or kind of straight wigs. That has been essential when I wash my wig, and it kind of looks like it'll look like a rat's nest before I wash it, and then it looks even worse after I wash it until I brush it out and hot roll it. Then it's got all its life back. So this picture is what my wig looks like after I've washed it, but have not yet hot rolled it. This other picture here is my wig after I've washed it and let it dry and hot rolled it. See the difference? It's major. So yes, hot rollers are good for your wigs. Tool number 3 that is essential in wearing especially a 3/4 wig is a teasing comb. And this is important because it's very important that when you put it on, you find a way to blend it into your hair. You don't want to see that line. And so one way to do that is with like a headband or accessories, but another way is kind of either way. A teasing comb is very, very, very helpful because it allows you to tease your hair, which kind of thickens up the hair where the edge of the wig is. So a teasing comb is just a really good thing to have for that purpose. Tool number 4 is straight pins. I say straight pins because when you put a wig in, you could use regular bobby pins, but the fact of the matter is they're gonna spread and you're gonna ruin them. So I just use these for if I'm like pinning here or doing like a hairstyle around them, but I use straight pins. See, they're already kind of shaped and ready for kind of a thicker hairstyle. This is a straight pin I've probably been using for a little while versus one that hasn't been used. So you can kind of see the difference, but they're better made. You will not waste all your bobby pins like this trying to get your wig, because these will spread, you'll ruin them. So yes, straight pins. And I usually just buy a big box of these at Sally's, and you can buy, and there's like a ton in there. I literally, in my last 6 years of performing, I've only bought 2 boxes. So, you know, if you don't wear wigs all the time, you can get away with like a smaller box of them. But yeah, they're very, very, very handy, and I think essential for pinning in a hairpiece. So tool number 5 is volumizing powder. And unfortunately today I forgot to bring my volumizing powder home. But basically you've seen it before, and if you haven't, it comes in like usually like a little, maybe about that tall, about that round, just a little tub. It comes in like a little shaker. There's several brands. I know Big Sexy Hair has one. The one I use is actually from Gut to Be, and it's like $6.49 or something like that. You can find it at Ulta, and it's kind of the cheapest one I can find, but I find that they all work equally as well. Of course, the Big Sexy Hair one is more expensive, but there's all different brands, but I use Gut to Be. And yeah, it's just a powder, and if you've never used it before, you sprinkle it on your roots, kind of massage it in, and then it just adds some volume to your hair. It gives your hair a little bit of texture, and it's really good, especially if you want to tease it, you know, and that kind of thing. So that's really good too at helping to kind of hide that wig line, especially if your hair is clean. I love when I put on a wig and work and my hair isn't clean, because it's actually easier to put the wig in. The wig wants to stay in, the hair around it styles better. So sometimes when my hair is clean, I put that volumizing powder in just to kind of give my hair a little texture, because my hair will be so soft after I've cleaned it. So with wigs, with hair pieces, dirty hair is like good hair for putting in a wig, but it's not always ideal. You can't just never wash your hair, so volumizing powder comes in handy. Tool number 6 is actually something I kind of discovered by accident. I got this product in like an Ipsy or something like that, and it was actually, I got a little sample, and I found that my wigs responded to it well. I don't really buy special wig sprays and that kind of thing, but so when I'm wearing my wig, I'll have my wig on and I'll have my hair styled around it. I'll just kind of lightly spray the front part of my hair with some regular hairspray and try not to get it on my wig all that much. But a product that I found actually works really good on a synthetic wig, it's just made for your regular hair. It's Kenra Dry Oil Control Spray. It's a medium hold nourishing spray. It's number 14. This is the bottle. You buy it at Ulta. And you probably get it at other places too. I just usually buy mine at Ulta. And I find that I can actually lightly spray my wigs with this, and it doesn't make them sticky, it doesn't make them feel dirty, it doesn't seem to harm them at all. And so a lot of times I just use this and spray all my hair. So this is a good spray if you don't want to buy something special for your wigs. And honestly, it's just been great. I've been doing this for about 1.5 years now. Tool number 7 is actually 2 things. This is basically what I use to wash my wigs with, and I will do a separate tutorial on that someday. But basically, I don't buy fancy shampoo. I don't do anything special. I've done that before. I didn't really feel like it really made a big difference. I honestly, and just excuse the mess of this bottle, but I've just got some baby shampoo from the Dollar Tree, any kind of baby shampoo, and I wash my wigs in this. And it's the best. It just gets the hairspray residue off, and just, if I get some makeup on my wig, it gets that off. And then, after I rinse that off, I just use some cheap fabric softener, and I let the wig soak in some water and fabric softener. And I do all this in a bin, like a little tub. And yep, I just let them soak in some fabric softener. And I rinse it out kind of lightly and let them dry. And I find that I've been washing my synthetic wigs that way for years. So all of these tips are really for synthetic hair. I don't have a lot of experience with like human hair, hair pieces and wigs. That's gonna be a whole different thing. They're also very expensive too, so I would care for those in the way that, you know, in the best way possible. But I'm just talking about these cheap synthetic hair pieces that range from $20 to $60. Tool number 8 is actually something that you make. So what I do, and this is a tip I got from some website, and I actually don't even think I use the exact measurements that they said to use, but I just take like a spray bottle. You can get any size spray bottle. I'll fill up like an inch of it with fabric softener and water. Fill the rest of it. So it's like a water and fabric softener mix. And every now and again, I'll just spray this on my wigs to just kind of revive them a little bit. So that's kind of, it's almost like a leave-in conditioner for your wig, for your synthetic wigs. So fabric softener and water. Tool number 9 is actually something that I discovered, and again, this is probably something that like wig professionals would be like, no. So usually I do this is like a final step I usually do after I've washed them and dried them and hot rolled them. After I've taken out the hot rollers, I have found that a spray of dry conditioner just does wonders. So, and it could be any brand. This is just the brand I was able to find. It smells amazing. It's called Cake. I got it at Walgreens. But any dry conditioner, just finish it off after you take the rollers out, spray it, and I can't even really tell you what it does. It just makes them feel soft, and I feel like I get longer out of the wash than I would if I didn't use it. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's in my head or if it's real, but that has been one of my favorite things to do lately. Been doing that about the last year as well. The results speak for themselves. So the last essential thing you need for your wigs are accessories. You know, you can just put in a 3/4 wig and let it be, but it's gonna be easier to wear if you have some kind of an accessory, be it a headband. You know, I don't have a sparkly one with me, but you know, any kind of a headband. It could be thick, it could be fancy, it could be sequined and jazzed up. I have a lot of all kinds of headbands. Or, you know, hair clips like this where you can put your hair back, and you know, so your accessories are gonna help make it a little easier to wear your wig because it's gonna kind of hide any transitions and all kinds of things. So I strongly suggest some kind of style around your wig or accessory around your wig, you know, unless you've just gotten really good at being able to put it in your hair with nothing. Accessories are gonna be your best friend. Anyways, I hope this helped any of you that have had troubles wearing 3/4 wigs or wonder what other people do to care for them. You know, this is just merely what I do. Like I said, a lot of wig professionals might look down on this, you know, some of these tips and whatnot, but they've worked for me and my wigs. Like I said, I don't have any experience with human hair wigs. If you have an expensive wig, you know, maybe tread carefully, but my wigs are all within the $20 to $60 range, and I have never ruined a wig doing any of these things. The only time I ruined a wig was I accidentally tried curling my hair when I had the 3/4 wig on, and my curling iron burnt the top part of my wig, which it was salvageable. It wasn't like ruined, but it did harm my wig, and that's the only time I've ever really had an issue. But all of this stuff has just worked well for me. So I hope this has helped you. Please subscribe to my channel. I've got more other wig tutorials and tips and care and stuff. I will be posting a lot more of this stuff as well. And so yeah, just make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell notification. Like this video, share this video with anyone that you know that wears hair pieces or wigs. Also follow me on Instagram and like my Facebook page. I'll have those linked below. And comment, let me know if there's any tips that you have that have worked for you, because it's just one of these things, you know, there's tricks that we've all figured out, and you gotta shout them from the rooftop. so anyway, these are mine that I'm shouting from the rooftop. Hope you found this helpful, and I will see you all next time. Bye.